like they're like Georgia Boston, every one.
Call to order the May 9th meeting of Paintsville City Council. Clerk, call the roll, please.
There's your agenda. Bill Mike.
I'm here.
David.
Here.
Jim.
Here.
Sarah.
Here.
Sean.
Here.
I have in front of me, before we go further, submitted April 22nd, the resignation letter of Tommy Trimble from City Council, and I'll just read it if it's all right. I'm resigning my position as a member of Paintsville City Council effective immediately. I will be moving out of the city limits and can no longer serve the citizens of Paintsville. I have enjoyed the time that I was elected to serve by the fine people of Paintsville and have always tried to do the right thing and what I thought was the best interest to the people of our town. I hope that the city of Paintsville will continue to grow and prosper in the years to come. That's Tommy's resignation letter of April 22nd, and I want to say on my behalf that we'll certainly miss Tommy, and we appreciate the efforts he gave and the counsel that he gave me on many occasions on various things. I appreciated Tommy as a council member. But as the statutes go, that letter of April 22nd becomes effective at the next city council meeting. Well, this is the next city council meeting, and the resignation is now in effect. Also, the law provides that a replacement be appointed by the council, and that replacement, if it's not appointed by council within 30 days, the governor appoints it. So I think certainly we want to go ahead and make that appointment if possible. Does anybody have a recommendation for a replacement for Tommy Trimble?
Yes, I do. I want to appoint Tommy Daniels as his replacement.
Second on the motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? If not, all those in favor of Tommy Daniels, please signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Opposed? Tommy, congratulations.
Does he accept? Will be the question.
What you have not been sworn in, but I'd like to ask you to go ahead and take Tommy Trimble's seat.
He don't have a package.
No, he just.
Well, I've already been embarrassed, so Sean asked me if I was going to Pounds Way or City Council Way. Do I look that big? Kept you to the bone, didn't he?
I knew we was gonna need that. I knew we was gonna need that extra.
I already had that.
Okay.
I've still got an extra one.
Okay. Tommy, we just kind of get the feel of it tonight, and please don't vote on any of the issues, and you be ready to roll the next one maybe. Any additions or corrections to the minutes of a special call meeting of April 18th? Not, could we have a motion to approve those
I'll make a
minutes?
motion to approve those. Second.
Roll call vote, please.
Bill Mike.
Yes.
David.
Yes.
Jim.
Yes.
Sarah.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Any additions or corrections or changes or comments concerning departmental reports?
The ambulance service looked really good.
Yeah, they
I
had,
was impressed with the ambulance
they're
service.
hanging in
I
there.
was.
They're hanging in there.
It really was. I was impressed with our ambulance service.
Are they getting billed quicker or is the section?
No, it's, they've gotten their expenses down, so that's what the difference is. They're hitting
That's
about the same revenue numbers, but they've been able to carve some out of their payroll primarily. Would you agree with that, Mr. Rick?
Yes.
We have a motion
I'll
to,
make a motion, we approve. Second.
roll call, please.
Bill Mike,
Yes.
David,
Yes.
Jim,
No.
Sarah,
Yes.
Sean,
Yes.
Could we also have a motion that we, pay the bills as presented?
I'll make it motion. No, I can't see anybody on there.
I'll
I'm
second-
impressed about that too.
All right.
So,
I'll second that.
Can we have a roll call on that, please?
did you second it, Sarah?
Yes.
Bill Mike,
Yes.
David,
Yes.
Jim,
yes.
Sarah, and Sean.
Yes.
Again, thank you.
Couple of quick announcements as we move forward. One is I want to mention the spring fling is coming up Saturday, May the 21st. It'll be down on Saturday, May the 21st, downtown all afternoon, starting at noon. And visit the sponsors, please. Stafford House, the Peddler's Home Decor and More, Treasures on Main, Tuesday, Thursday, and LeBron's Unique Boutique. Doing a lot of neat things, giving away some things, giving away a girls' bicycle, a boys' bicycle, having the big wheel races. Right. Having the big wheel races, which are always a highlight of my year. Watching those kids run down Main Street in those big wheels. So try to fit that into your schedule. It'll be a great day. The fire department will have the big bounce houses there, and everybody, I hope, will have a very good time. Now, the other thing that I want to mention is I'd like to. We've got some good news on a grant. No, Dale, it's not that one. But I want to turn it over to Rick Ratliff for just a second and let him explain what has happened in the last few days.
Due to some hard work by Captain's Creek Fire Department and Gary and Regina McClure, we've been awarded a grant for a new pumper. 5% grant. Grant was $335,000, and the city will get out $17,000.
5% match.
5% match. Wow. So we're really excited about that. Already working on the, trying to get the, specs. We have working on it all morning today, because we want to try to take delivery on this as soon as we possibly can.
How many years has it been?
Since '99.
We need to
We're replacing the Navy now.
Yeah, we've applied for this thing virtually every year. You know, put the right stuff in place.
Yeah.
And that-
That's great.
Thank you, appreciate y'all. Good job. Next thing is actually the second item of business on your agenda concerning the Code Enforcement Board. And there are 3 members that need to be reappointed to that board, and those are Paul Coleman, Russell LeMaster, and Jerry Clark. Any discussion on those individuals?
I'll make that motion if you need it, Bob.
Yes.
Reappoint them.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Now I want to appoint 2 new members to that board. And those are Lynn Mullins and Jim Daniels. Jim Daniels kinda got this thing going, about the code enforcement. And so named him, and Lynn is very interested in it as well. That's Will Mullins' wife, Lynn Dorton, for those of you who don't know her. And I'd like to ask for a motion to approve those two individuals.
I'll make that motion.
I'll say.
All in favor? Opposed?
So they'll meet when, and will they, will the process be that they'll, after their meeting, we'll get some kind of reporting as to their actions?
Yeah, I think we would ask them to possibly come to the council meeting or send a representative to report on
I
that.
think it's great. I think it's something that's long overdue.
Item number 4 is approval to sign contract with KOHS for a siren grant. KOHS is the Kentucky Office of Homeland Security. That grant has been approved to put a siren on Old City Hall for an emergency warning siren. Oh, there, Gary, I didn't see you back there. I'll just let you do this.
The siren will be at the fire station on Main Street.
Excuse me. I'm used to it being at the other place.
There's one on there now.
It's always been there, and it's been on there.
12 o'clock.
12 o'clock, that's right, it proved.
All right, anything else you'd like to say about that, Gary?
The grant was for $29,900. It's fully funded, won't be any match or anything, but just need authorization for you to sign the contract and us do the paperwork.
Well, that's easy. I'll make that motion.
All in favor? Opposed? Now, we also need a motion to advertise for bids for the siren, right?
That's correct. Yes.
I'll make that motion.
I'll say.
All in favor? Opposed? Item number 6 is approval of bids for and financing for sewer plant repairs and upgrades. And Bob Pack, could you clue us in on that, please?
Yes and no. Commission has approved some much needed repairs and upgrades to the Paintsville wastewater plant. We had a funding package in place, we thought. Been working with bond counsel. They've been checking into it, and I don't have a definitive answer back from them yet. So I really don't have the full funding package to present. I've actually been trying to email it, it's sitting here.
So are we approving the seeking of bids?
We've actually, we have approved bids from commission for the work in the amount of roughly $605,000. But
So you don't have any financing?
You don't have anything.
we're having to revisit the financing at this point.
Well, then there's no action.
We'll actually take this point. I'll come back to you on that.
No action to be taken on. Next item is the first reading of the budget ordinance for fiscal year 2016-17.
Agreed.
Yeah, go ahead.
An ordinance adopting the City of Paintsville, Kentucky annual budget for the fiscal year July 1, 2016 through June 30, 2017. Whereas an annual budget proposal has been prepared and delivered to the legislative body, and whereas the legislative body has reviewed such budget proposal and modifications have been made accordingly, now therefore be it ordained by the City of Paintsville as follows. Section 1, that the annual budget for the fiscal year beginning July 1, 2016 and ending June 30, 2017 is hereby adopted as attached, and the actual budget figures are provided in this attached sheet. This budget ordinance shall be administered by the executive authority as prescribed and set forth in the Kentucky Revised Statutes. The detailed operating budget is adopted by reference for administration and accounting purposes, and it provides that the ordinance was given first reading on, will be today's date, second reading given on that date. Section 5 of this ordinance shall be in effect immediately after it is passed and published as required by law.
Okay, now I know that there's y'all haven't really probably had time to digest all of this information. But what we've customarily done is gone ahead with the first and passed the first reading, and then giving you an opportunity during the month before the second reading to come in and give us your thoughts, and be impossible for everybody to agree on all these numbers that we put down here. So, is there any particular questions or anything you'd like to bring up at this time concerning the budget?
So you just need a motion to approve the first reading?
Motion second.
Motion and a second moves it to the second reading.
I'll make a motion, we approve the first reading.
I'll second that.
Yeah,
Yeah, as we discussed, I mean, I think there's questions that.
Oh, absolutely there are,
It'll be,
and please bring them to my attention, whatever your disagreements are, and we'll either explain why the numbers are what they are, or certainly you may have a better idea on something than I do.
What was the total amount proposed?
It's $8,547,200.
Is revenue. The expense is $8,504,000. In a perfect world. So we have a motion and a second?
That's all you
No, no.
Yeah, we have that. Anything further from council? If not, is there anything, I know y'all know it, haven't heard anything, still waiting on the Carter Lane.
How many homes are actually involved in this? Have all the homeowners, I should say, you talked to all them? Or have you? Just the ones that have been here most of the time, okay.
Yeah,
I
we're,
just had a person ask me and I didn't know. I wanted to clarify.
of all the what, David? What was your
I
question?
had how many homeowners were actually involved in it? I knew all these were, and plus, the others that have been here.
On two of the houses, nobody lived in.
I know, that's Sue's, right?
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
but this one's kinda close to you, Jim, the way I understand it.
That, I know the property you're talking about, I think, David, and that
I don't know if it's involved or not, the guy
Yeah.
just asked me if it was on the list, and I
The-
said, I don't know.
I think we're,
I thought you were the end of it going that way.
yeah, there's Susan, Bob's, and then ours.
Yeah, there was, I gotten a couple of calls about another house or two up there, and according to the engineers, that there may be other slips at other places, but they're not part of this slip. So, anything else?
Well, where are we on that? Is that a-
We're waiting day by day to get the, hopefully to get the final approval. Everything's been done on this end. FEMA's, has all the papers in, Atlanta. Everything's been done in Frankfurt. And, we are hopefully waiting for an approval any day,
anytime?
anytime.
Where are we at on the sidewalks, I was gonna ask you, cause I mean, you know, cause I'm sure that we've been talking about that for a long time, I mean, are we getting any closer is what I'm asking?
Virginia's not here, is she, Gary? I asked that question last week, I guess, and
What people ask is the reason I ask.
yeah, and I'd be happy I'll probably try to forward you an email or something on that, Jim, my most recent stuff, but the only thing we're waiting on is approval to bid.
Okay.
And we got back, last week before last, they sent it back to Regina and said, we needed 3 more things. And she got those to them and sent them in, and now unless they come back and say we need 4 more things.
That's how it works, yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It's been about 3 years on this
Yeah, I
project.
know, I already know
Yeah.
that.
We had the grant that night.
Yeah.
Hey, and I know this really doesn't pertain to us, but if someone, the mayor's office or someone can do something about it, we need some blacktop under that underpass down there. It's about to tear the buses we got all to pieces.
It's about there everywhere.
I know. Why didn't they blacktop that when they did that bridge? Does anybody know that answer? That's a state road. They did the work.
They can't put him blacktop under there, can they, Bob?
They've got to take all that out. and see if-
Because of that culvert?
Well, no,
The
they
grade
got,
is too high,
The high
not enough
shit.
clearance.
Yeah, for them trucks to get under
Well,
there.
we won't have a bus left.
go slow.
Yeah.
We do.
They filled the holes last Thursday.
Yeah,
Well,
they're
a little
gonna,
bit
What they
better
do.
than they-
yeah, they're gonna,
Been all his life.
they're gonna take all, what they've told me, they're gonna take all that out and redo it and fix it the way it's supposed to, to where it'll stay fixed. Right now, all they're doing is pouring blacktop in it. Stays a few days and
It's gonna
time for
take
some
me
more.
a-
Sounds like it's another one of those situations like the River Nars. They don't know what to do with it.
I think they do on this one.
Okay.
I think they do, but it's more work than they wanna do.
Yeah. And
Well, I just wanted to,
and the pothole
I mean-
repair,
Well,
and the pothole feeling was really good too. It looked good too.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that, Jim. We're working on potholes on some of those streets we'd really like to redo completely, but we're working hard on the potholes. If anybody has a request on potholes, please call Virgie or call myself, and we'll get that, we'll try to get that taken care of. I know a lot of people do mention, certain streets or certain areas that need some patching. The guys will miss one here and there, but they're working hard trying to get them all.
They've done pretty good on this.
And we requested some additional help from the state to actually repave a couple of streets, and have no word on that yet.
Kim, why don't you tell them how much you got out of the garbage truck?
Oh yeah. Y'all remember 3 or 4 weeks ago, we April meeting, I guess, we decided to auction a garbage truck and a police car. And the police car, the time's up on that, and it was, how much, Bill? You got a final number, $700, thereabouts?
1101.
take a driver though.
Who said that?
Kim.
Kim said that.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
yeah.
right.
That
Wow.
garbage truck did pretty well too, didn't it?
And the garbage truck brought $18,000.
That garbage truck did?
18,254. look.
18,254.
See, that's what I don't understand, that's why, what was it, last year, whenever we had some kind of 2.5 ton truck over there, and the best bid we had was $400, and Coach and I said, well, we're not gonna sell for $400, and then the guy came back and we didn't have any other bids, we had to sell to him for $300. and then this thing gets 18,000, I don't know, I'm obviously not much of a.
Well, what we can do, we can take that 18,000, buy him a new school bus.
There you go.
I was gonna ask if we-
18,000 will touch that.
I was gonna ask if we can put that 18,000 back in the sanitation, cause I'm sure before long, we're gonna have to have those.
Well,
garbage trucks.
it just so happened that we just had to have about $17,000 worth of repairs done to 2 garbage trucks. So that's gonna bail us out of that deal.
That's
That's
better
good.
than what, that's
That's
it.
great.
There's nothing from the audience, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Stand adjourned.
Welcome, our old buddy.
Done, Jim.